Hey guys. Hi angels. So I wanted to hop on because this has come up before. I know that Jenny has definitely touched on it with me in different combos, but we had discussed the possibility that there may have been a false matrix system. It actually came up in the last angel tier meeting. And that when when I have checked in with my third eye, I have seen this false light matrix, okay? And I've actually done a lot of work to try to collapse it and things like that. But I want to say like about an hour ago, I started to feel all of the false light matrix kind of like slowly coming off of me. And then it was like another hour later, then I felt it actually affect like the real matrix. And it literally felt like an entire energetic collapse of their matrix, like happening like as we speak. Like everything came off of me, all of the weapons. Just I saw even stuff just in my third eye. It just feels like energy just falling to like lower dimensions or realms, but it was like lots of stuff coming off, like a lot. And I guess that's when I realized that whoever this is was building completely like another false reality, almost like a video game reality. And I think that's why so many light workers were getting attacked, because it was like literally being built like over us or through us in some way. So that just completely collapsed, which I never thought would ever happen, but it did. And so I wanted to check in with the energies on this, on where they're at in terms of trying to fix it, because I feel like if this false light grids matrix that they've been building for the last several years fails on them, I know there's gonna be a lot of billionaires that are pissed because they really felt like this was foolproof. And it was affecting all the energies, and that's why the grid lines and everything were messed up. That's why everything was not aligning. So right now we are like pretty much through the veil and in our regular energy system again. Like it's the false grid is gone. I felt it completely collapse, like a major collapse. So let me just check in with these energies for you all, because this is pretty major. I had no idea that the weapon on my head was tied into an entire matrix. I never really, it's not that I didn't put it together, but I didn't like realize just how intertwined that they were creating a whole other world, like another matrix world. So that's where I kind of a little shocked, I guess. So God and my angels, where are they at right now? Where is the enemy at in terms of this false grid matrix system? What does this mean? So we're at the Four of Swords. That's where they're at. So I think they're probably contemplating their next steps and their next moves. My Sharona. My Sharona is coming through. That's like a Weird Al Yankovic song is coming through. I really was getting like this was ironclad, and they really were moving forward with this, and it just fell apart today. So they're in a 4 right now. I have like a 4 of Cups coming in right now. Any other messages about this system and where they are at? So they are at the Ten of Swords. Like the whole system collapsed, and they might be realizing that it's never gonna work. Like that's kind of what it felt like. They might be trying to rebuild it, but they're realizing it's never gonna work. And I didn't realize it at the time, but they built it completely on false light. So the entire matrix was built on false light, and that false light basically collapsed the entire system. So wow, I feel really good. Like I was like, oh my God, my head. It it was all in the matrix. They built in weapons to keep us down because it was a false matrix. That's why it felt like there was a ceiling or a cap over us. Like we weren't able to ascend any further because that's why we couldn't feel my guides anymore, because it created like a false like ceiling, it was like an earth inside of an earth. Wow. So the divine is here protecting us now. I can't even tell you about it. It just almost feels like this was done by design. Like it's almost like the divine made them believe that it was ironclad so that they would keep going and keep pouring their money into it. And then like when we least expected it, it completely collapsed intentionally because they had already like signed away their rights, so to speak, into this matrix. So for those people who really bought into this and attached everything to this, their judgment day is here now. Like their karma is going to be coming in. We have the 6 of Swords coming in for the rest of us. I think this is what that sigh of relief energy was for the collective for this week, in the weekly energy, that we would have a sigh of relief. Yeah, like everything's going to come to light because it feels like they built a whole other matrix, and that's kind of what they were aligned to energetically. And that was also what was going to keep them winning, so to speak. And I think it's tied into their timelines, everything you can imagine. Like they created basically like their own world so that they could dominate forever. And it just fell apart. It's gone. It's gone. I don't think it'll ever get rebuilt again. I really think this was all like a divine plan of how it would collapse and fall. Like my ears were ringing, like seriously, for like, they've been ringing for the last half hour because it's falling now in our matrix. It's affecting like the real earth now, like the real earth energies. I'm getting something about the Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia is coming through. That is a location that might have something sacred, or could have something that was sacred there that they were using. I just really get the sense that every single thing that they were using to keep this thing afloat just finally just fell through. So if they were using some kind of like magic portals or light codes or anything that they were doing, it is no longer in their hands. Like they lost the keys to whatever it was. I'm getting inner temple coming through, so it has something to do with the temple. Maybe it's something with the Temple of Doom. And then the starseeds. I was going to say, like, the starseeds are, it's like they're working round the clock starseeds. So it's like we are subconsciously like passing energy and messages back and forth to one another, whether we know it or not. The messages are going back and forth, and like we're working like diligently behind the scenes through prayer, through all kinds of things. And that's our purpose. That is our gift. I have Warrior Woman coming through. That is our gift. Because we're here to change the world. Like, it's not small. Like I was saying on my channel yesterday about all the celebrities that I believe were being attacked by probably this matrix system of sorts. They're all starseeds. And I was like, oh boy, like they're messing with the wrong cats. Like these people that they're attacking, no, like they can't, like they came into the world with completely different purposes. Like they have big purposes. Like they are not going to get taken down by the enemy, not by attacks. Nothing is going to take them down. Nothing is going to thwart them. You know, like they're in a whole other league. Okay. And it's like ironic because I was saying who the light workers and starseeds were on my channel on another video. And it's interesting because those are the ones that have all been attacked. And so it's not going to fly. It's not going to fly because their mission is so much bigger than the people who are doing this. It's so much bigger. Okay, so we're getting deep replenishment coming in with this, so you might just feel suddenly like you can sleep again, or you might feel like you can actually like rest, or actually connecting to the divine again in the ways you once did. Just depending on how sensitive you are. And then they have starseed coming in, so starseeds are being asked to follow what lights them up, what makes them happy, instead of feeling like they're under constant attack or in a battlefield anymore. And we're getting Dance with Life coming in. It feels like the gifts are here. Like the gifts are here now for all of the starseeds, for all of the stuff they've gone through. It's like their gifts are here because they basically, the enemy was aligning to a completely false grid, a false energy grid system that was keeping them afloat, and that has completely collapsed now. And as a result of the collapse, all of the energies are going to go back to where the way they belong. I just heard diabolical shift. And so as a result of that, everything that they, like I said, thought where it was ironclad is going to fall through. It's like, because it was built on nothing real. It was built on a computer system. It was built on a computer technology system, a false matrix system. And I feel within the next several days, they're going to realize that they were like completely played by the universe. Like that's what it feels like energetically. As I said that, I got play. Play. Yeah, like I think it's gonna come to light that they can't rig the world, and that they completely disaligned their life. Like they disassembled their entire life by doing this and buying into this matrix. Oh my gosh. There's some like Italian words coming in right now. Like I'm just like, oh my gosh. What were you thinking? Yeah. I just got the song Happy Days Are Here to Stay. This is what they were doing the entire time. I am just like in shock. I'm in shock. I'm in shock right now. Wow. All right. So if there's any other messages in regards to this next chapter coming in, is there any other messages for the collective in terms of this system completely crashing? Is there any other messages for us? Any other messages for the collective? Any other messages? I'm not really getting any messages around it. I just feel like it's time for the starseeds to rise and like completely work their light right now. It was just saying like their demise is our win, and it's going to become very apparent now what they have done. Wow. I think it's going to become very apparent what they did. Oh my God, yeah, there's the sun. I don't know when it's going to be coming to light, but I feel like people are going to figure it out now. I'm getting the song A Million Dreams coming through with a new beginning. So, wow. I feel like it was a miracle, honestly. Like, I couldn't believe it was happening. It was literally like an hour of all this stuff coming off, and then it went into the actual real world and started recalibrating back into the real earth energies. And that's when all of my ears started ringing, and I was like, I kind of started laughing because I was like, oh, it's going to be so bad for them, because my energy stayed exactly where it was, but I know their energy was not going to stay where it was. I knew they were going to be going in for like a crash. Yeah. I got the devil coming in. They would be descending now to the lowest energy fields. because of their karma for what they did. Well, all star seeds would be staying high, like ascended. All right, y'all. Well, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Sending you guys so much love and blessings. You guys are interested in a reading, you guys can check that out on my website, soulpath.me. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.